Welcome to today's webinar, The Global Supply Chain Challenges of the Current Pandemic, the Future of PPE Procurement. This webinar aims to inform the global discussion on supply chain challenges of current times. I'm Claire Forestier, I'm your host today, but we're joined by 5 panellists who are in the supply chain, all with different experiences. Why did you want to have this webinar though? What was the key driver behind organising this?
Well, the immediate observation was the lack of clarity in the industry, the confusion, the frustration with government's inability to procure something very simple.
What's AMEX Foundation doing or AMEX doing? What are you guys doing to try and make it better?
So we're in the process of developing a globally accredited online training portal. And because of our contacts, we can spread the access of that across the world and to target the types of organizations that have the most immediate need. That's what is needed: education, training to inform the decision-making process, a credible, simple to use, affordable course that is made as readily available as possible.
Deliver on a simple product at a time when almost nothing else is as important. There were things like hedge funds who were stockpiling, and that's a big problem. Hedge funds with large amounts of money were essentially speculating on the cost of PPE, accumulating vast quantities, stockpiling it, inflating prices, treating it like a commodity, hedging against the value in the future. And when you turn something like PPE into a commodity, or you treat it like a commodity, then there's so many problems. Moving across the world and inflating and going up and down all over the world. It's a moving target.
Thank you for sharing it, and I feel your frustration and the confusion and the complexity around it all, and so many issues that you raised there.
On the sustainability side, obviously a tremendous amount of research and development is required, and that's one of the things we're doing. We're partnering with some of the biggest manufacturers and sourcing companies in the world, identifying new products which are completely biodegradable, and there's still a certain amount of work to do to develop the products to, for example, hospital grade. We are not ignorant of where this thing is heading, and we have to take responsibility now.
How about more collaboration amongst the suppliers in order to service the public as needed? Is there not a way to create a pathway to resilience and stockpiling and to service the growth in demand?
Yeah, I think there absolutely is. For example, we're collaborating with Kinfa, one of the largest factories in the world, on these biodegradable products.
Are we ready for the vaccine distribution capacity? And
it's got to be done with an open and sort of welcoming attitude, and right now our arms are open. We're every day taking on new partners, developing new products and strategies to communicate, educate, inform, and sort of help pave the way to an overall solution for humanity.
What do you think the key thing we should be taking away after this discussion?
The organizations that prevail are the more established, long-term, responsible organizations. PPE became the hottest product on the planet. Global demand exploded, and supply chains simply weren't ready.
You've got a quick 20 seconds left, Romel. Do it in 20.
Okay, fine. So look, what we need is leadership, right? We're not getting leadership from your traditional leaders in the world. So it's down to other governments, it's down to intergovernmental organizations, it's down to the corporate sector to lead and deal with this, because it's not beyond us. So leadership is really, what's missing, what's needed, and we all have to lead in our own way.
I'd like to say a huge thank you to AIDEX and Development 2030 for the opportunity for us to do this webinar today. Oh, you're muted. Word of the year.